It's a trap. The doors have sealed Alexander inside. And the ceiling is coming down. With a sudden lurch, the ceiling completes its descent.
Yikes!
And presses Alexander into the floor like a bug under a heel. Desperate to stop the crushing ceiling, Alexander throws a skull into the grinding gears. The skull is caught between two cogs. The gears shriek and shudder. The skull begins to bulge.
Uh-oh!
With a sudden lurch, the ceiling completes its descent.
Yikes!
And presses Alexander into the floor like a bug under a heel. That skull wasn't strong enough to endure the pressure, and neither is Alexander's.
Tickets only. Next.
Alexander never was much good at squash.
Sounds! A trap floor!
Alexander seems to have fallen to a lower level of the catacombs. Wherever he is, the place sure is dark. Alexander can't even see his hand in front of his face. Alexander hears the scrabble of hooves in the dark room.
Hello? Tickets only. Next.
Caught in the dark, Alexander? Alexander puts the hole in the wall on the wall with the tapestry. The hole in the wall must not like something on the other side of the wall. He immediately runs away in terror. Alexander hopes he doesn't get into a situation where he really needs the hole in the wall. Alexander hears the sound of a wild beast again. This time so loud that the creature itself seems to be in the same room with him. The noises are coming from the other side of the east wall. Too bad Alexander has no way to see what's on the other side of that wall. The sounds shift direction and become louder to the south. The sounds get louder still, now coming from the west.
Uh-oh. Intruder. Good. Just in time for dinner. Let's not be hasty now. Oof! Tickets only. Next.
Caught in a blind alley. If only Alexander could have seen what was coming. As the Minotaur advances in attack, Alexander slowly backs away. Until he can back away no more.
Now where to, little man?
Arr!
Now you die!
Aye!
Now where to, little man?
Arr! Alexander prepares to take on the Minotaur with his bare hands. Hand-to-hand combat with a Minotaur is apparently not a great idea. Aye!
Tickets only. Next.
There's something to be said for taking the bull by the horns, Alexander. Alexander, apparently confused by being in the deserted Minotaur's lair, missteps into the fiery pit.
Oh, hot!
Tickets only. Next.
From the frying pan into the fire. The ocean is not as calm as it appears. Underwater currents tug at Alexander's legs. The underwater tow is amazingly strong here. It pulls ferociously at Alexander's legs. Before Alexander can retreat, the currents grab his legs. The shifting sand vanishes from beneath his feet. Against his best efforts, he is dragged out to sea. The currents around the island pull Alexander under. As Alexander struggles to the surface for the third and last time, he finds himself wishing he'd paid more attention to the warning signs of an undertow.
Tickets only. Next.
Nothing like getting swept off your feet. Alexander decides to brave the boiling pond. And soon realizes a deep sympathy for soup vegetables as he learns the true meaning of being in a stew.
Tickets only. Next.
It looks like Alexander's in a bit of a stew.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you. Gotcha this time.
The stone archer atop the gate released his arrow. Alexander is pierced to the heart.
Tickets only. Next.
That move was slightly erroneous.
By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave, a slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
Alexander feels a strange sensation come over him. His skin begins to itch. His head throbs.
Wee, 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 wee!
Was that the beast you could do?